Secretary, your administration has repeatedly given reprieve to business by delaying the mandate that requires large employers to provide health care coverage or pay fines. Yet, you refuse to consider granting that same option to individuals who are struggling to meet the requirements of Obamacare. In fact, your agency stated on Tuesday that you do not have, and I repeat, you do not have the statutory authority to delay the enrollment deadline, and in your testimony before the House Committee on Ways and Means yesterday, you stated that the administration will not delay the individual mandate or extend the 6-month open enrollment period scheduled to end March the 31st. Madam Secretary, I would like you to clarify whether you can think of any reason, and I state any reason, HHS would delay the March 31st deadline for enrollment, shop exchanges, or any other Obamacare deadlines. Please provide this subcommittee and the American people with a straight answer, and I want a yes or no answer. Will you or will you not delay the individual enrollment deadline on any other aspect of Obamacare?
The enrollment deadline will not be delayed, as I said yesterday. The shop doesn't have a deadline. Small business owners can sign up at any point, so they don't operate in an open enrollment period. That's the way that insurance market works. They don't have to worry. Anybody eligible for Medicaid can sign up at any time, as can small business owners. But the enrollment deadline, which was set out to end March 31st, will end March 31st.
Okay, so then we agree that there's no statutory authority to extend these deadlines and that they will not be extended.
The enrollment deadline will be March 31st.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, I yield back. Madam Secretary, thank you for confirming that you will not extend the open enrollment period for individuals the way that you all delayed Obamacare requirements for businesses. Will you delay the penalties under the individual mandate to give the people of the 3rd District of Tennessee and across this great nation the same reprieve that you've given businesses? If you're considering delaying the penalties, what is your legal authority to do so?
The penalty will be applied for people who can afford insurance coverage, who choose not to sign up during open enrollment. They will be liable for a penalty when the taxes are due in 2015, as is stated in the law.
Let me say this then. I want a clarification. If an individual does not select and pay for a plan by March 31st, will they or will they not be assessed a penalty?
Sir, as it states in the law, they will be assessed a penalty when their taxes are due in 2015. That's what the law says, and that is what will happen.
Thank you. In my remaining time, I'd like to respectfully respond to my colleague's last response and remarks, and I appreciate my distinguished colleague's passion about this issue. I also have passion about this issue. I was not in this great austere body when Obamacare was passed. I was elected in 2010. But I will say this. We did need health care reform in this country. There's no question about that. But we did not need Obamacare. 1/6 of our economy taken over by big government. In all due respect, I run into people all the time.
Gentleman yield?
That say, no, I will not yield at this time. People come up to me all the time. Higher deductibles, higher premiums, more federal control. This is not good health care reform. Yes, we could have dealt with the issue of pre-existing conditions. We could have dealt with some of the provisions that most people approve, keeping children on your insurance to age 26. But we did not need, Mr. Lauro. We did not
Will the
need.
gentleman yield?
I will not yield.
Well,
I
you're
heard your
calling into
rhetoric.
question.
I did not.
And I'm listening to your rhetoric. And I'm listening to your rhetoric.
I call Obamacare into question. I call this administration into question.
You were not here when it
And I call the
passed.
disaster that this has caused in terms of job creation, in terms of an overreach of government authority, in terms of an administration that appears to just basically piecemeal choose what they want to delay and not delay. So, Mr. Lauro, I will stand with the people of the Great Third District of Tennessee and this nation to look for other alternatives other than Obamacare to solve this nightmare.
It's unfortunate that during the debate on